All right. I'm going live. I'm gonna check I'm just gonna kind of chill for a while. I'm still kind of do his thing going live. Let's see. Do his thing going live. Oh, yeah, we had two people just waiting for a couple people to come in. But yeah, I kept saying it. Sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Why am I saying that? You'll find out. What am I talking about? You'll find out. Rand, how you this early morning? Well, I have a big day coming up, so really excited about it. 13 people are in here. So just no, okay. So I wanna be very clear about that. I did not buy a plane. Obviously, I mean, well, actually, you can finance. So the cost of let's say like a Cessna is about like it can be like between 20 to 30,000, and you can finance. I mean, one of my cars was around kind of the low end of that price, and you can finance planes. It's obviously not going to be a jet, but I didn't buy a plane yet. I didn't buy a plane. That's that would only kind of make sense like once they got the private pilot's license. So that's not even like that's not close. Um, but the first thing is I didn't buy a plane. Now, Emu, what's up? But yeah, it's gonna be going live. Talking about something. So so basically, um, for a long period of time, it's battling epilepsy. I gotta get my beanie on right. Where I couldn't even drive. I lost my ability to drive for like 2 years, and now I can drive. I'm back. I got a car, and I'm gonna try to use it to catch. Um, but I wasn't. I wasn't quite done. I wasn't. I wasn't quite done with just driving. So they say the sky's the limit, and that's where I'm going. Um, Kind of the start of any kind of aviation journey is I'd call it what you call a discovery flight. And the question is, when's that gonna happen? When's it gonna go down? Tomorrow. Tomorrow between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. I'm flying a plane. That's when it begins. And however I pull it off, however I pull it off, um, you know, continued flight lessons, however it works out, I'm gonna, I'll kind of hope for a day when, I don't want to be like I'm not saying I want to be like a 747 pilot or anything like that, but just to kind of have my own plane, have my own, access to the plane, and in the future, even fly out catches, that's kind of something. Um, but tomorrow, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., is the start of that journey where I'm, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be flying a plane. Now I'm not well. One, so if I'm flying a plane, I can't go live in the sky. One of the things you can't do. I'm gonna try to kind of see if maybe I could I don't know. I'll get like my phone charged or whatever. Maybe like the flight instructor could like maybe get like some snippets of like me actually flying the plane. I don't know. That would be really cool if that could happen. If it can happen, it can. If it can happen, it can. If it can, it can't. I don't know if I said that right. But I mean, I don't know. It's always been an interest of mine. Like aviation, flying. Every time I flew, I'd always go to a window seat. But like I already paid for the Discovery flight, but tomorrow, And I was actually gonna do it like a little later. I was gonna do it like one of my off days, but I found out we're gonna get a bit of snow Tuesdays, Thursdays. Tuesday, I think, in Massachusetts. But instead of instead of what am I saying again? Instead of like pushing it out, I kind of asked like, "Are you guys open tomorrow?" And they're open tomorrow. So between 4 and 6 p.m., I'm flying a plane. And I don't know. I mean, how much doors can that open? Like, I know you can write off aviation costs and taxes. When it becomes like to that level. But I'm just gonna take my steps. I can't say how long it'll take. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I can just say I'm gonna continue to make progress and do like all I can, everything I can, do the most I can, um, do a barrel roll. Nah, probably not. Um, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to fly a plane. And I think it's how it works. Is like it's an hour of ground instruction, and then after that, you actually do fly a plane. So I found this actually like I think it's kind of like very convenient that I don't care about like sports or anything. So like because like I guess it's like the Super Bowl on or something tomorrow, that I will not be watching or care about. Um, but I will be flying a plane. So that's why that's why tomorrow's a big day. Do you have that head under that beanie? I just have all kinds of fucked up hair. But yeah, it was kind of like a yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a big step, for me to be able to drive again. Um, After epilepsy, getting it under control. I now take medicine. I take for my entire life. I'm gonna take for my entire life, and I know the day would come necessarily. Like, would I be able to overcome it? Would I be able to be seizure free long enough to even be able to drive? Um, so it's kind of symbolic to just like overcoming it. Once you do have seizures under control, um, you know, you're capable, just as capable as anyone else. And you know, I say do whatever you can, no matter what obstacle you have, and that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, like why kind of this pertains to catching is, it will open a lot of doors. I mean, a car can go like 50, 65 miles an hour, like on average, and a plane can go 200 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour. And that means I can probably fly out to New York City in probably an hour and catch a predator. Probably fly out to Ohio in about an hour and a half. I'm just gonna do everything I can do to do all I can do. Nothing less. But yeah, this morning I just booked the flight between 4 and 6 p.m. And yeah, it's gonna be a big day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go live for like probably maybe like half hour or something. To be honest, I don't know. I mean, the cost of getting a license. I mean, that's gonna be a journey. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a journey. I mean, I'm supposed to learn how to code. Maybe if I get a job like making money coding, I don't know, just whatever I gotta do. Like it doesn't matter what I gotta do. It just matters if I do it, and that's what I'm gonna do. whatever it is I gotta do, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but I'm not flying a charter. I'm talking about like me flying my own Cessna. If I finance it, I'm not talking about a charter plane. That would be if you had like a private jet or something and you hired a pilot. Um, that would be a different situation. But yeah, we don't have much people in here. I don't know. I think I have someone else to live. Um, but yeah, I got to work at 12, so I do gotta. I do gotta. I can't be on too long. Probably I can be on for like maybe like half hour to an hour. From now. So seizures can have no cause. That's something about it. Is uh, epilepsy can have no cause, and that's my case. There's been no identified cause. Yeah, they fly us anywhere we want for NVCAT meetings. I heard people taking jab got it. I'm not sure what that means. Taking jab got it. I don't know what that means. Show the microwave. All right, show 'em. It's actually crooked. I don't know why. But I had 9 um, grand mal seizures. And some of them even took my life, almost took my life. It was very bad. The kind of seizures they were having, like one of them, I wasn't coming back, I wasn't breathing, and I was trying to blue and everything like that. It was a scary time. Like those are the kind of seizures that can actually take you out permanently. Um, not a lot of people like. I saw like a video. There's some people that have like worse forms of it. Even like they have like multiple seizures a day. They have like holes in their brain and stuff like that. Um, like I remember this guy. He was talking about he had like a hole in his brain, and because of that, like they can't fix that. So that person's gonna have seizures for life. There's people that never get their seizures under control, and this period of time when I thought I wasn't going to get my seizures under control. Yeah, yeah. Cam wants to fly a plane, but he thinks like playing video games is going to get him there, and that's not a serious plan. So, but basically, what's going on, Log, is tomorrow I'm going to be flying a plane. I'm actually gonna. I think I'm gonna show something. And it's gonna be a little graphic. But it's kind of very symbolic to, my journey. I'm trying to download a picture. I can't even download pictures anymore. Why can't I do that? Hold on. Hold on. Wow, that's not good. Did you get a screenshot of it? I'm actually gonna show something. Or actually, maybe I'll just email it to myself. Jesus, everything's not working. No, I mean an actual plane. Grand mal seizure is the worst seizure you can ever have, and yes, you can die from it. But you've been over a year seizure free, and that's been awesome. Yeah, my last seizure was in February. One moment. Um, so all right, yeah. So I'm basically so the last seizure I had was in February. No, I think it was like the very tail end of February, almost March. And I remember actually, I was actually having dinner with my dad at his house, and what happened was I started to get like a really bad headache. So I lied down for a while. Then I woke up like very sick, and I actually was starting to sound like I was taking a stroke. And then I went to the hospital. I really didn't want it to be a seizure because I knew that meant another a year, 6 months to a year um, of dealing with it. But this is what a grand mal seizure looks like. So what happened was I think I have like my seizures, they usually come in two. Um, they usually come in two, and then I was having dinner, and I'll show that in one moment. But I was having dinner, and you know, I remember all I did was I just grabbed a fork, and then next thing I know, I woke up in an ambulance, and I don't know. My dad said like basically it was like I like made a screaming sound, and then you just heard like a big fall, like a thud, like a statue falling. Um, and they're trying to get me back and everything. And it was a really bad one. like when you have a seizure. I bit my tongue really hard. I'm out with full blood, so I'm gonna say trigger warning on this one. But it's kind of symbolic to my journey. But this is my last seizure. That's the paramedics trying to wake me up and get me back. And my eyes are open, but I'm very much not conscious. It's kind of just like, I guess, like, I don't know. I just want to kind of show, like, that, like, what I overcome. And, I don't know. It's kind of a story of just, I don't know, overcoming things. Yeah, I don't know. Try not to get emotional about it, but that's that was that's actually probably one of the worst grand mal seizures I ever had in my most recent one. And I don't know. Tomorrow I'm gonna be flying a plane. I'm gonna open up the link. I'm not trying to show this for too long. It might be a little bit of a yeah. I mean, actually, I had a number of health issues then. Like it was however bad you could even imagine. It was worse than that. No, yeah, I'm not like if someone's making a joke in chat, it's all good. I'm not like worried about that. I just kind of like to kind of document my progress. I'm not trying to show this for too long though. Um, but yeah, tomorrow it's kind of just like I just kind of wanted to, like it's kind of just like tomorrow. It's going to be very symbolic to my journey of overcoming epilepsy. Yeah, I gotta kind of distract myself for a little bit. One moment. I treated a guy who just randomly had a seizure outside of Walmart about 12 years ago. I took the EMS 10 minutes to show up. But he was at least setting up and talking when he got there. But yeah, I mean, I showed a couple people that picture. I'm just showing it up right now. Yeah, this is actually a lot harder than I thought. To say. So the seizures, they started happening, I think early of 2022. So I started. I mean, to be honest, my opinion is I was even pro-vaccine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I'll just kind of fall on the sword. Found that I kind of was getting a little emotional there. Something about like talking about it actually. I guess did kind of trigger a little bit of emotions. Yeah, it was kind of weird though. I don't know. I never have like I never get emotional when it comes to like sadness necessarily. I don't know why. I kind of just get numb then. But usually when it's like I think about like how much progress I made. Um, you know, it really means a lot. And and a lot of support through all this. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to speak here. But yeah, actually, I kind of I kind of just can't really camp up right now for a little while. I just need a minute. Yeah, so no, I'm not gonna be flying to you headquarters. No, actually, I really don't mind like any kind of like dark humor or anything. It's just like kind of, it's just kind of, I don't know, tears of happiness actually, because you know, um, you know, I always wanted to. Okay, I always wanted to fly a plane. Um, like since I was a kid. Um, and tomorrow I'm gonna be able to do that. Yeah. Um, you know, I know. It's all good. To be honest, I just didn't expect to get emotional. But it kind of was just like just very symbolic for my journey. I'm not empathetic enough for this. Yeah, that's all good. Um, but it's just kind of symbolic to it's kind of symbolic to overcoming, you know, the toughest thing in my life, to being able to overcome, to being able to, do something I always wanted to do. But yeah, um, I didn't even know they spoke. I don't watch every stream. I don't have the time. I rely on people like you for the info. Yeah, I know. I had to leave my job because I had a bad seizure. The shit was no joke. I feel your pain. It's not pain, actually. It's actually it's actually the opposite of pain. But yeah, I'm just gonna chronic health issues or like trying to walk through life in shackles. Yeah, here you are, Ryan. Yeah, I'm gonna camp back up then. It's all good. Um, yeah, I'm okay. Um, I uh, I just tried to do everything I could do. I really didn't expect me to react that way. But yeah, um, but yeah, the sky's the limit though. Several seizures throughout my life, but again, this isn't about me. Just trying to sympathize. Nah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's all good. Honestly, if I do get dragged for it, it's like it's all good. It's probably funny. Like the one time I just got emotional. But yeah, but I really support what support I got so far through all this, and it meant a lot. Um, it really did. Yeah. Honestly, if there can be like even a dragging stream about that. You know, that's fine. I can even join in on that. But yeah, I'm trying to get into a joking mood. I really didn't expect that though. I don't know. Um, That was not planned or anything. I actually was really I was trying to fight that a little bit. Like no part of me wanted to be emotional. I was like, oh shit, it's happening. But yeah, it happened. It's all good. You know what? I don't know. Like I showed him a picture of like being at worst. And tomorrow I can go out before my flight. Maybe right before I leave. I will. I'll work on Ryan for other stuff. Almost died and should be dead. Yes. I will be. I actually didn't finish reading the comment though. So basically, for anyone just coming in, I'm taking a discovery flight. I'm starting my aviation journey tomorrow. So I'm going to be flying a plane tomorrow. For all that. Kemp said Kemp said he'd fly the plane if needed. He's got his online plane license. Yeah, I don't know. Oops, sorry. But yeah, so tomorrow between 4 and 6 p.m. On Sunday, I think it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm actually gonna be flying the plane. It's an hour of ground instruction, then an hour of flying instruction. So then when I eventually do get my private pilot's license, I'll be able to catch a Predator in New York City if I want. Actually, I kind of need some laughing stuff a little bit. Imagine being on a flight, the pilot goes down and comes up like, "Don't worry, I vlogged. A lifetime of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I got this." Yeah. You flying, you driving. Fuck out of here. I think that's what this stands for. FOH. Brought some Super Bowl squares. Hopefully, I won a grand. I don't even know what that means. I don't know anything about sports stuff. Well, I mean, actually, financing is a lot more affordable than you think. I thought, as far like you can set like the cost of like you can get like a really cheap like Cessna aircraft for like around the ballpark of 30,000, and there's a lot of flexible financing options. Even I heard more flexible than a more flexible than a car. But it's gonna be a journey. Brian, who you got to tomorrow is a game. I don't even know who's playing. I just know because Moon's a 49ers fan that the 49ers are playing. I don't even know who's playing them. Um, I can't say I'll be watching it because I just have no attention span for that. But But yeah. Who are they playing? I don't know. Yep. Some college quarterback versus Taylor Swift quarterback, from what I hear. Okay. What brand? Yeah, so basically, what this entire stream's about is, you know, that I was talking about me overcoming epilepsy to the point where tomorrow I'm going to be flying a plane. And I don't know, tomorrow, I remember when I was a kid, my dad's friend is a pilot, and something I'll never forget was, we flew over my house. So I remember, like, we flew in a Cessna over my house, and like where I grew up when I was a kid, and I guess like they told the family to go out there, and I saw them waving and everything, and that was the coolest thing ever. So sky's the limit. Yeah, and actually, I could kind of use, if anything, I could actually probably use dragging a little humor right now. I don't know. I gotta kind of distract myself. I've never been in any plane or anything like that before. Oh, really? And I don't know. I'm obsessed with planes. Every time I fly a plane, I haven't flown a plane until tomorrow, but I always go for the window seat every time I fly. You know, um, always been an interest of mine. There's even channels I follow. Like this channel is like called 74 Gear. He's a 747 pilot. He flies. There's 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 Mentor Pilot. There's all kinds of channels I've been following. They really kind of break down aviation. I would go skydiving. I would, and I will. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my grandfather had these like model airplane toys, and I was always obsessed with them. I would always fly them, like or pretend I fly them. You know, they were like these really like small things. There's one that was like a blackbird. It was all kinds of stuff. It was very interesting. I'll do it. Where's Ryan? Who is this guy? I want to go skydiving. I will. I used to make paper planes. Yeah, something I want to do is go to like a really tall building and fly a paper plane, and see what happens. I heard I saw this video where he was he flew a paper plane. And he was like I guess at a game, and it just like flew for like a really long time. Um, when I was a kid, I wanted to ride a helicopter. Little did I know, I'll be jumping out of them years later. I have no idea how long it'll take. I don't know what the cost is. But yeah, but you never count the cost going in. But I just don't know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I can. No, I'm like Kim Jong Un. I don't even defecate. After 9/11, it's tough to get to the top of the skyscraper. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I just know that you just have to have the certain amount of flight hours, and just gradually improve it. Yeah, I make a. I think I make a paper plan. I try that. I focus with it. Yeah, no. If I get dunked the other day for that, actually, I already have Microsoft Flight Simulator. Something that's actually true is it's a myth. Like I'm gonna break a myth here. I've heard from like old pilots, every pilot I've ever talked to, flight simulators don't. It's not the real thing. It's not even close to the real thing. Um, like it's really not. Like there's actually something where I remember even seeing like the YouTube channels I mentioned, 74 gear. Something I use is Infinite Flight. Um, Let me actually show it. I'll mirror. I think I need to mirror my view. Oh, maybe this will work. But yeah, you can like pick any kind of plane. You can fly it. But a person who has a YouTube channel that have a name of 74 gear. Um, he flew it, and like he had a bunch of issues. Like his plane was like bouncing off the runway and all kinds of stuff. So it's not the same thing. Just because you crash in a flight simulator doesn't mean you'll crash in real life. Um, so I mean, if anything, I'll probably like play Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator for fun or stuff like that for fun. But like, unless you're at an actual like government approved flight simulator where it's like where it's actually you go in it and everything like that, like things like Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's just for fun, and it is, but it's just for fun. It's not really, it's definitely not flight hours. I'll tell you that. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm back now. It was from Flight Simulator to a crowd of one. Ryan's actually gonna fly. See everything you need to know about. Well, I haven't heard about Goat Simulator. I don't know what that is. Simulate goats? What's that about? Yo, I don't know if like the Hunchback is like a kid or something, and just getting online, bro. Like I feel like he just says random things. Like I don't know. It was just a joke game on Xbox. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really play video games. I wouldn't know. This is gonna be like I don't know. This is gonna be the next level catching. If if I can utilize a small aircraft to catch predators, I mean that's gonna be a game changer. And you can write that off on your taxes, from what I know. Yeah, we'll try to like hide my emotions, but like it just kind of I don't really like doing that like on air or anything. I want to be like I want to do like a leave Britney alone kind of situation going on. You know, but it kind of happened. It kind of was something that happened. I guess I was just looking at like where I was to where I'm gonna be going, what I'm gonna be doing, like how far I've come. I'm just grateful, and there are a lot of people that helped me. I remember like I mentioned, like one of the really bad seizures I had back in New York. Tony G and Serena were right there to help me, and those are really really bad ones. The one I had in Massachusetts was a bad one, but there are people that even though I was going through that, they and I was kind of going through a hiatus, they they still supported me, and I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I guess so. It just kind of crept up on me, honestly. I think in the future I'll probably like maybe prepare for emotionally provoking streams and stuff like that, and I don't know. Ever trust a pig with the yellow smiley face? I don't know. I played this new game called Raid, where you get your mom's host raided and evicted, then you refuse to get a job, and then smoke a methyl all day and project your hatred and frustration into the online community. Yo, that is a comment of the day, bro. And Ed is still a CP suspect with an open investigation. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to say like that's gonna be the beginning of like a potential like a journey of a potential game changer for catching. Like whenever I get it done, I'm just gonna make as much progress as I can. I'm gonna do what I can. Like how long will basically like if the question is like what does it cost? How long will it take? How much effort will it take? This and that. Answer to that is I'm gonna do what I can. But yeah, um, actually, that's what I don't know. That's the crazy thing. It's I'm pretty sure it's like a Cessna. It looked like, but I actually don't know. But it's like the kind of plane though is going to be a two-seater passenger plane. It's going to be a really small one. So it's going to be the flight instructor is going to be sitting in the passenger seat, and tomorrow I am going to be flying a plane. Yeah, look like watch this. I don't care. Like I don't have any like the difference between like MVCAT Fireside and like Ed's panel or Angela G's panel or Watch's panel is not only did they defend Ed, they they would ban anyone like making any kind of comment like that. There's nothing stopping people from clicking a link, coming up on panel and talking about anything. That is a big difference between MVCAT Fireside and I literally shared your comment. I mean, I don't know you I don't know you want them. But that is a lot different than people that ignored Edward Stairs for being a CP suspect. I've never censored anything or suppressed anything. I already paid it, but it was almost 300. Not gonna lie, it was kind of crazy. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy. You'd be a catcher's air taxi, Ryan. That's fucking dope, man. Many humans have been born and died and dreamed of flying. To actually get to do it is remarkable. Thanks. Air Uber. I think I want to open up the link. I think it was like the high, like somewhere between 250 and 300. I didn't really think about that. I was like, I'm gonna be flying a plane tomorrow. Let me get my debit card. Ryan's Air Uber Express. Ryanair flies all over Europe. Yeah, and actually, they get a bad rap for having hard landings. Um, I mean, like other than just it being uncomfortable, the hard landings. The thing is, Ryanair has a lot more shorter runways, which is actually. Well, actually, I would make a plan. I can't make, but because you have a shorter runway, you have to hit the ground. You have to hit the ground harder to land. But just because it's a hard landing, it never means it's an unsafe landing. So Ryanair actually does get a bad rap for. I mean, I guess like they really do have hard landings, but it's not their fault because like they just have less of a runway to work with. I don't know if I'd pay for it though. I just kind of like smooth landings. I think it's kind of like a luxury. Like if you like a smooth landing, if you just want a smooth landing, you know, um, then flying JetBlue or something. But it's not a bad thing necessarily, and it's really just like that. It's kind of like almost like the Spirit Airlines of. Actually, I want to compare Ryanair to Spirit Airlines, but um, you have to pay extra for Ryanair landings. What do you mean? Before I become a nurse, I became a nurse. I wanted to be a truck driver and own my own truck like my dad. That's cool. Military C-130s are made for shorter runways, so the landings are always rough. Delta's worse, in my opinion. Yeah, so it's kind of like if you have less of a runway, it's just going to be a harder landing. It's not the pilot's fault or anything. And that hard landing is actually to make sure that the plane appropriately stops in time and everything. It's all calculations. It's all meant to be that way. Um, there's a lot of myths about like turbulence, a lot of fears of aviation that once you understand it, it's kind of like interesting. Like a lot of people kind of get scared when it comes to turbulence, but it's like I remember uh, Captain Sully Sullenberger. He was a person that landed on the Hudson River. In 2009, and he was explaining like the whole thing about turbulence is they never people never get scared when they're driving on a bumpy road, but all turbulence is flying on bumpy air, rough air. That's what it is. Joke around. They charge you for everything. Thing is, I am very, very literal. I am very literal. Um, so yeah. Ryan, for future lessons, pick up Fitchburg, Sterling, and they'd be a lot cheaper. Yeah, probably. I can look into it. I'm just getting started. You know, just getting started. Yeah, and and also what's true is like the wings are designed to bend, so people get scared when wings when wings bend. Some reason I said wings bend. I don't know why, but when wings bend, um, they're designed to do that, and like a plane can take like a crazy amount of turbulence. Like it can even go like this. Like it can take an incredible amount of turbulence, and the plane will be fine. But the problem is if you're not buckled in, like if you're ever worried about turbulence, worst case scenario, like if there was like a severe amount of turbulence, then you can go through the ceiling. So if you're worried about turbulence, just buckle up. So sometimes like if you'll probably be told to do that anyway. So just buckle up, and that won't happen. Like so, the issue is the issue is never the plane. The plane's gonna be just fine, but just make sure you're buckled in, and you'll be fine. Hey, well, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to the sky.
That's pretty dope. I used to work with a kid back in when I was in high school. He was like a year or two older than me, and he had a little. He had his pilot's license, and he had a little Cessna, and he would fly down to Florida like every couple of weeks and go for the weekend and then come back. He went in on it with like three other guys and had to pay like I forget what it was. It was cheap. It was short money between the four of them. So they just all shared the plane. So
That's not bad. I
no,
remember I had like a friend who got their private pilot's license at 16. Like you can actually get a, from what I know, I think you can actually get your pilot's license earlier than you get your driver's license.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because he was. I don't even think he was. I think he was just a year older than me, and he had his pilot's license pretty early. So I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, first time I went on a plane, I was scared. When I went up, I felt my gut sinking. Yeah, and actually, what's true is like because you need a lot of power to take off on a plane, and then what happens is as you hit the air, it basically needs less power. Um, to not have to not have the engines fully going like that. So they do lower the power, and it gives kind of this kind of sinking feeling, like kind of like you're sinking in the sky, which is sometimes it scares people, but it just means that you just don't need as much power to take off when you're already in the air, and it's just kind of stabilizing. Yeah, most crashes occur in a few miles of runway caused by the pilot turning when going too slow.
Actually, down in Florida, there was a private jet that just crashed on the highway. It lost both uh, lost both engines power, and it landed. Two people died and three got hurt, I think. But it's like rare for both engines to fail. So
Definitely. Yeah, I saw this thing about it was in Afghanistan, and they showed a it was I guess it was like a cargo plane. What happened was it stalled like right when it took off, and there was nothing they could do, and it there was footage of it happening, and it just hit the ground. But just look up Afghanistan plane crash, and it'll be like the first thing that pops up. It's very well known.
I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah,
You ever seen the planes that take off and they just go? They pull straight up and they just go like vertical, like it's like a steep takeoff. I forget what they call it, but it's like they take off and they instantly pull like straight up, and it's like crazy, like big Boeings or something like that.
yep. You might see some unexplainable aerial phenomena too. That would be insane too. Yeah, we'll be up there with the aliens. Definitely. But yeah, this was actually something I always wanted to do, and now I kind of, you know, kind of have like a lot of meaning to doing things that people are trying to like put off for a long time, like, but just do it now. Do it as soon as you can. Like but it's skydiving, whatever it is, like some kind of journey, whatever. Like do that thing.
Yeah, it was like me. I got certified for scuba diving when I was like 13 or 14. Love scuba diving. Haven't been in many years, but it's like a whole other world down there. Excuse me.
Yeah, what is up with the Hunchback? Like,
Dude is all over the place.
like, is he okay, bro? I don't know.
I don't know. It's questionable.
Very questionable. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be like an hour of ground instruction, and then I'm gonna be up there.
You get to fly tomorrow too, or is
Yep.
it just a?
Oh, I'm flying.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And I really asked that question, like, I'm gonna be flying, right? He was like, "Yep."
Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
I'm gonna be watching all over you, assholes.
Ha. Ryan, you know you can't go 55 miles an hour in the air, right?
You can't.
I don't think it's safe.
Yeah, nah, probably not.
There
But
is
yeah.
no optimal speed to save gas while flying.
Yeah. Around it'll be around the Boston area. That's where I'll be. So I'll actually DM you exactly where I'll be because I just don't trust the internet. I don't know if they'll like shoot my plane out of the sky or something. I don't know, um, but yeah, that's where I'm gonna be
City
flying.
of Champions. Is that Worcester?
Not Worcester, near Boston. Yeah, Odie.
No. I'm reading the comments.
Oh.
This is I'm from the City of Champions. And no, I heard that. Or is it Brockton?
Boston. I have a question. What is in you? Because you have a kind of a Boston accent. What do you think is the difference between a Boston accent and a Worcester accent? I don't even know the answer to this.
I don't know. I mean,
It's the same. And how? It's like
nah, I think it's Worcester's. I don't know. It's like people from Fall River. It's like they have a Boston accent, but it's just like I don't even know. It's just like exaggerated. I guess you could say that. It's a good word for it.
It's like I don't know. It's weird. It's like because you get like a Boston accent in that area, and then it's like there's like a small cutoff, and then you'll get to people talking pretty much without a Boston accent, and then you go more west, and then all of a sudden you have like close to a Boston accent. It makes no sense. It's aliens. I don't know. It's a mystery. Massachusetts doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense at all. Like if you're looking for any kind of logic, there's no explanation for it.
Alex W. Was it the second location that I said that you're from?
Oh, are you in Worcester? Are you in Worcester?
No, I think he's down by me somewhere.
Okay.
All right, yeah, he's down by me.
But yeah, I really do appreciate like all the support I got so far. Leading up to today and everything, and I'm gonna bring everyone on my journey as I continue on. Catching and learning how to fly, and just trying to be more as useful as I can. And I really do have a real sense of purpose with with what I'm doing. With
Let's set up a GoPro.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if I put
Smoking the devil's lettuce.
Yeah, imagine if I sprayed mace in the plane. That would have been a nightmare. I'm never bringing mace on a plane. One spray, poisoned.
Just like you did that little spurt in fucking the hallway before the pred came in New York.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm trying it out. And he was like, you can't do that.
Yeah. I'm curious to know if pepper spray would do anything to me, because I don't have my sense of smell. I think it would affect my eyes, but isn't it the smell that gets to people too?
I think it's your eyes. That's kind of like the main thing. I think. I know it does mess up your sinuses, though.
Yeah, I mean, my sinuses are fucked up. I had 2 sinus surgeries, but I lost my sense of smell in the car accident, so.
Yeah. And you overcame that, too,
Yeah.
Kind of a story of overcoming that, you kind of know about that, too. Like, I'm not going to tell you a story for you, but I know that you told me and everything, and, it's life is like, I don't know what the saying is, but like 10% what happens to you and 90% what you do about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do gotta work at 12 though. I really wish I could go live for, I'd probably go live for hours and hours, if I wanted to. But I do, actually do gotta kind of get going. But I really thank everyone for being here. And just saying, I'm going to be starting kind of a aviation journey, and I think that'll really improve my ability to catch in the future. You can definitely travel a lot further in quicker time on a plane than a car.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
All right,
I'm
man.
gonna go. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna go live before leading up to it. Probably tomorrow. I have no idea. I want to. With Super Bowl, I would imagine a Super Bowl would be like a night or something. I don't know. I don't even know when that is.
Yeah, it's at night. Well, it's at night. It's gonna be pretty late for us. Actually, I don't even know what time it's on. It's usually on around like 7 or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
but it's in Vegas, so whatever time it's gonna be, 2 hours. 2 hours later than that. So.
Yeah, but I'll be done with the flight at 6 p.m. So I'll probably be home by 7.
It's not, I don't even vape that much. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's in.
Oh yeah, 6:30. So
But yeah, it's been real. And to all good morning or afternoon, whatever time you guys are in. And
I ain't triggered. You're just stupid, dude. You just keep fucking every
bro.
chat. You say the most random and most bullshit shit.
Yeah, like you said something about like because we're saying Ed is a CP suspect, and then he says like Tommy's a child abuse suspect, and I'm like, I I'm not hiding nothing. Like, because if you go in their chat, like they will ban you, right? Like that's different. Like it's apples to oranges. Like there's a free speech panel.
Yeah, I don't know. You just
Like some's
says
not
the most
talking.
random shit. I
Oh
don't even
yeah,
know what the fuck he's talking
other than
about
that,
half the time.
yeah, like yeah, other than that, it's like some weird. Like I even start reading it, I'm like, oh, you know,
Yeah, it's like, what is he gonna say now? Crazy. So,
yeah,
yeah, I'll let you do your thing. Let you get going. I'm gonna actually get in the shower and shit myself.
yeah.
I'll talk to you later. Bye, chat.
As well. I
See you guys.